Human psychology screws it up. You know, trading is a very, very, very easy thing to do. Requires very little knowledge, very little money. It's super easy. We as human beings are the ones that screw it up. We make it hard.
Short-term work gives you short-term rewards. Long-term work gives you long-term rewards. So when we think about discipline, we think, okay, we have to be consistent, and we have to understand that the work that we're doing right now, today, might not affect us tomorrow, might not affect us a week from now, but it will affect us a year from now, six months from now, 3 months from now, even a month from now. It will give us some sort of small reward, and that's the biggest key with discipline.
So the definition of discipline, and I really love this, the definition of discipline is the state of mind and control you retain in the high pressure moments. So your degree and ability to perform rationally under the high stress moments is the degree of your own personal self-awareness and the true trading discipline.
That's a very good point, and much of the money that's made in trading is by being patient and waiting for your edge, waiting for your opportunity. If you have the need for thrills, you won't have that patience. You won't wait for your opportunity, and you get in your own way.
So what other kinds of self-destructive behavior do you see?
The other self-destructive behavior I would call impulsivity. When people make impulsive decisions because of frustration. They lose some money, the market's not moving very much, they become frustrated, and out of that frustration, they feel a need to trade. In fact, traders call it over-trading. They make those impulsive decisions where they don't really have an edge in the trade, and they end up losing money as a result.
And the gentleman you just interviewed, David Paul, he taught me the most important thing about trading, that it isn't technique, it's in the mind. The great trader and the great trading mentality is born in the mind. That's where you start.
You develop interior discipline. In the same way that there's fear, there's also discipline. And most people in trading, what they haven't really done is they haven't found the deep reservoir of discipline living within them. And that's what the great traders end up tapping into. They tap it there, and it's like they have someone that rides herd, and it stays in discipline, and it's not allowed to move out. It's an attitude. You feel discipline. And suddenly out of that discipline, everything changes. Your posture changes, your mindset changes, and suddenly it's not just saying, I'm going to put a stop here and there's my target there. It's actually the authority within the self to maintain a perfect, a wonderful peak performance state of mind.
First time that I made like $300, and then I press withdraw, bank account, boom, withdraw, and then it actually hit my bank account. And after that, I was like, yo, so if I put in a little bit more work, a little bit extra time studying, a little bit just effort, yeah, that $300 can now be more, you know? And then my first time, I made $1,000 in one day. And coming out of class, sociology class in college, I made $1,000 while doing a test. I walked out of the class, I'm up $1,000. I was like, wow, you know what? It's just about to change. Yeah. Because it's in literally one day. So from that point, I was like, yo, listen, like, I'm gonna stick it out. No matter how long it takes, I'm gonna just focus on this craft, because if I can make $1,000 in one day, then I'm pretty sure I can do more, you know.
Is there any common themes you see amongst the traders who aren't seeing profitability?
Or they rush? It's just patience, you know. They lack it, but they will learn. It's part of the journey. Mm-hmm. Rushing things, etc., etc. You get slapped multiple times, over and over again. Some people, they get slapped for a couple of months, some for a couple of years. But eventually you get tired of yourself, and you're like, it's either fuck this, I'm dropping this, I'm not doing this, or how on earth can I be better? Patience. That's when you start chilling, you know, waiting for things to come your way while you're reaching them to, you know, just like on the run. Yeah. You don't chase, you know. The energy itself don't click. If you chase something, it doesn't come towards you. But if you work for it, it comes.
Trading is that when you're a disciplined trader, you have a mindset you bring to trading that's highly disciplined, that allows you to work with probability. Whereas most people enter uncertainty from a state of fear, and they've already lost before they begin.
You are focused on money when you are focused on passing an account, when you are focused on growing an account, your mind will shift, your emotion will shift, your focus in the charts will shift psychologically when you don't even recognize it, because you will be looking for opportunity that's not there. You just want to click a button because you have nothing else to do. That is the dangerous point that you can be in as a trader, and that's where we don't want you to be.
The very first thing that a trader has to do is they have to get a hold of their emotions. And it's not like you push them away. You can't. The only time you don't have emotions is when you're dead. And so it's really more about how do you manage the emotions you're in. And you allow the emotion to be present. You don't react to it. You breathe through it. You stay with it, and it floats away. And then you take your attention and you start focusing on the things you know are also there. Say like discipline.
You've got to be patient. I think the view from outside of the trading world is that traders are very short-term, very fast-paced. Completely wrong. Traders need to be patient. You need to be patient to let your opportunities present themselves. Once they have presented themselves, you've got to be patient to let the timing to put the trades on. And then once you've taken risk, you've got to be patient to let the trades develop. Just because you've bought something or sold something doesn't mean it's immediately going to work. This is not a short-term way to make money.
If you want to succeed in trading, you need to work on your psychology outside of the charts. Because there's 1,000 different strategies. You don't need another mentorship. You don't need to learn the new ICT concept. You need to work on your own psychology. This is what most traders don't understand. They think their strategy is fucked up, that the market is fucking them up. But usually, it's their own psychology, their own fear and greed that's fucking with them. And to really help your psychology, you need to practice meditation and gratitude. Because meditation will help you learn to control your thoughts, slow down your thoughts, control your emotions. And gratitude will help you be grateful for what you already have. You won't have greed. You'll realize you have a lot already and you're thankful for what you received, you know? When you practice meditation and gratitude every single day and take it seriously and work on your own psychology outside of the charts, it'll show in your profits and your results. You'll have a lot more discipline and patience as well. So just practice meditation and gratitude every single day, and I guarantee you'll become much better at trading. Because remember, trading is all about psychology. It's not about strategy, really.
And you have the uncertainty, but you're no longer in fear. You're in discipline, and you have a plan. And in the discipline, you know that the plan is going to produce probability of winning.
Is there a practice or an exercise? And we practice looking for stock patterns. We practice looking for the right trading strategy. Is there a way to practice the discipline?
Oh gosh, yes. The system I use is through mindfulness, and I teach people how to first calm down. That's with breathing and safe place type of work where you calm the physicality of an emotion down. Then the door of the mind opens and you develop something called an observing self, where you step back and you begin to see that you are not having thoughts. Thoughts are having you, but you are not those thoughts. You are not those beliefs. And you become a chooser of what part of the self shows up in the uncertainty.
Think what I said. Success is 5% strategy, 95% mindset. Most people spend 95% of their time on strategy, 5%, if any at all, on mindset. It's about the mind.
Rich people don't sleep 8 hours a day. That's a third of your life. It ain't but 24 hours in a day. You cannot be asleep 8 hours a day. You can't live in LA and wake up at 8 o'clock in the morning. It's 11 o'clock on the East Coast. The stock market been open 2 hours. They already making decisions about your life and your ass was asleep.
If you're going to try, go all the way. Otherwise, don't even start. If you're going to try, go all the way. This could mean losing girlfriends, wives, relatives, jobs, and maybe your mind. Go all the way. It can mean not eating for 3 or 4 days. It can mean freezing at a park bench. It can mean jail. It can mean derision, mockery, isolation. Isolation is the gift. All the others are a test of your endurance, or how much you really want to do it. And you'll do it, despite rejection and the worst odds, and it will be better than anything you can imagine. If you're going to try, go all the way. There's no other feeling like that. You'll be alone with the gods, and the nights will flame with fire. Do it. Do it. All the way. All the way. You will ride life straight to perfect laughter. It's the only good fight there is.
If you start trading
it takes years to become good. And in my opinion, the biggest thing is psychological approach that you have through trading, because usually the first years are a struggle, and then if you go through the pain, you understand how you should tackle it, over trading, all the kind of stuff, and eliminate it, and that's how you get become a better trader. And in my opinion, a system itself, a trading system, only makes about 10 to 20% of the trader itself. The rest is just mental. There's so much essence to how you approach your trading instead of just simple executing a system.
Trading isn't about perfection. It's about resilience. It's about showing up, sticking to the plan, and trusting the process. The market is relentless. It will test you, break you, and demand more than you think you can give. But with discipline, you can master it. The question isn't whether you'll win or lose today. The question is, will you stay disciplined? Will you fight for your success? Because in trading, discipline isn't just a skill. It's the difference between failure and greatness.